Hello everyone, this is DvirWi and I solved the piston facing up bud problem. So let me show you what I mean. It was always easy to take signals from blocks like this. So if you just put torch, redstone torch, it passes the signal through the block into the repeater. And you could do the same with pistons as well, just like that. So when I click the button, the piston pushes this block forward and it transfers the signal through this redstone torch to this repeater. But it was never easy to do it with pistons that's facing up like this. Let's take a look why. I have this thing here. When I press the button, the piston pushes up, gives us a signal, but it doesn't come back. And why is that? This is because of buds. Now, if you don't know what a bud is, it's this thing here. If I power a block, which is like this, relative to the piston, or like this, but in this case, I'll power this one, the piston doesn't extend until I update it. And once I update it, and then I deactivate this, it won't retract until I update it again. So this is what happens here. I press the button and the piston pushes the block up. But now this block is getting powered and relative to the piston, it's budding it. So the piston wouldn't retract until we deactivate this redstone torch and update the piston. But once we'll deactivate this redstone torch, this block will immediately get updated since it doesn't have power anymore, which will automatically depower the piston. So when we press this button, the piston goes down. But this is really not easy to take power from pistons facing up. So we have here two more examples. We have this thing here. This is very similar, just with sand, and instead of deactivating this redstone torch, we can deactivate this piston, which pushes up the sand and then makes it to fall, because sand can't stay in the air. And here we have the new redstone block. But this thing, you cannot deactivate the piston. You have to remove the block, because redstone blocks cannot be deactivated. So now I'm getting to what I found. This is a way to take signal from blocks which are pushed by pistons which are facing up. So if I press this button, you can see I get a signal, although this piston doesn't get budded. So why does that happen? This furnace is filled with blocks, which mean if I hook up a comparator like this and just put a block here, it gives a signal. If I take that block back or a button, it doesn't. So let's see. This here is a furnace full of blocks and it's connected to a block. But so it should bud this piston, but it doesn't. When I update it, nothing happens. Well, let's see why. This block is currently getting very weak power. That's how you should call it. It's getting the power from the furnace, but it can't do anything with that power unless you have a comparator hooked up. So it won't bud the piston, but if you have a comparator facing through that block, it will send power through the block. So that's really easy, and this can make things really more compact, because before what you had to do is have like this. Well, let me demonstrate. Yeah, and then you would have something like this. Like this going on with a torch, and then you would only take the power from the sand. But this makes things bigger by one, which is really not easy. So by doing just that, you have a way more compact way of doing this. So that is it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, or leave a comment, and bye bye.